I couldn't imagine living in a place right now
Yeah.
where you get attacked and the cops ain't going to do nothing.
They have directives that they are not to engage with these people whatsoever.
About it because he was the one who got attacked.
Right.
Okay.
It's not even where we're going, it's where we're already at.
You're for freedom of speech, but you resort to violence to shut people up.
Hey, they made me do it. They made me do it. I'm going to protect the people at Turning Point USA.
Don't want to stop being aggressive and
They're just walking. They let them take all of our property.
They allow a mob to attack a smaller group of people,
Yeah.
and they can't do nothing. It's
See,
just, no,
that's
they're
how-
carrying. Yeah, look at they're carrying it all away.
No. They did.
They them
did that, man.
steal his stuff.
Yes.
We want free speech. You guys are trying to take it away, but we're gonna be violent towards you. We're gonna destroy your property.
Yeah,
we're
that
gonna
is not
burn your
okay.
stuff.
Okay, see, why is that okay for them to...
Back to the pilot seat. I'm Jeremiah,
I'm Melissa.
and today we're gonna do a reaction on Officer Tatum. Apparently today, we're big fans of Officer Tatum's podcast. Great guy. Heart is in a good spot.
Yeah.
And apparently he got attacked today, and we just kind of want to see what happened. We haven't seen anything that happened. We just heard about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Officer Tatum's video about it, hear about what he has to say about it, because he was the one who got attacked.
Right.
Okay? And it's kind of sad that people are attacking people just because of views, you know?
I know. It is. It's
Like, what are we going as a society?
it's not even where we're going, it's where we're already at. And
Well, yeah.
that is like that's the sad part about it, is that we're already there. That it's, I don't know how it's going to change, because these people don't want to stop being aggressive and, you know, and violent in their own ways. Like, let everybody speak what they're going to say. God.
It's like you guys
You
talk
know,
about, like...
He had every right to be there.
Yeah, you guys always talk about you're for freedom of speech, but you resort to violence to shut people up. Why do you think no one sides with y'all?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. Like, it sucks that anybody gets attacked.
It's terrible.
You know, it doesn't matter what you believe. You don't go attack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to go to these protests that people be doing, talking crap about Trump and Musk. I'm not going to go there and just start beating on them.
Yeah, they have a right to think how they're going to think, and the right to
Like-
say what they're going to say. Let them say that. God.
Y'all, really, who are the real Nazis, man?
Man.
People can't even express their own thoughts without having to attack people. But without further ado, we are big fans of Officer Tatum, and I need to see what happened. And we're going to hear it from his own mouth. We were debating, like, watching someone else's podcast talking about it, but I was like, no. He's the one who got attacked, so why not we hear his story,
Right.
his side? So without further ado, we're going to play it right now, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, they made me do it. They made me do it. I'm going to protect the people at Turning Point USA.
So I'm talking about protect your people.
Yeah.
Cool intro.
Yeah. It's awesome. That's nice. I love it.
Okay, let's not go to his ads.
Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen,
Perfect.
ladies, welcome back to the Officer Tatum Show. I know y'all been waiting, anticipating for me to say something. We
are.
Spoken about this. I really needed a break last night. You know, after everything that went on, I wanted to give me something to eat. I just didn't want the riffraff. But today I'm here to describe what happened at UC Davis. First of all, I want to say
UC Davis, Liberal, California.
I am at the police department's response to these things that happened at UC Davis. And I love the police, and y'all know I love the police, and I support them. And I think as individual cops there, they were good people. But somehow they have directives that they are not to engage with these people whatsoever.
That doesn't make sense. Why can't they? Why can't they engage with these?
They literally, we had an event. They only had a few cops there. They literally watched this Antifa-style group with masks on, dressed in all black, chanting and screaming, come up to Turning Point's booth, tear everything up. They hitting people.
Wow.
They throwing stuff on people. They're trying to damage the cameras. They're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. The cops and the administrators are watching this. And then
What?
I come to campus. I came after the first time it got crazy. And I'm talking to them and I'm saying, hey, my guys here are saying they got assaulted a minute ago. Are you guys going to protect us? Are you guys able to protect us? And we could not get a real answer. And protecting us to the police department meant they're just going to line up cops. And I asked them, in all truth and all honesty, so the cops can't get mad at me or nothing. I said, if they come back, are you guys going to use force? Because you standing here and letting them beat everybody up, which we know they ain't. Y'all know me. I told you I'm not playing. Or y'all
Yeah, I don't. Antifa are a bunch of skinny people who can't
That's
fight.
Do any of that. We'll
right.
shut the event down and we'll escort you guys out. And I said, listen, sir, if they come to this booth, I'm going to protect these people that are at the booth. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
you
let
gotta
them come
protect
in
those
here and just beat
people.
you up. Are we on the same page?
Yeah.
But I want y'all to watch the video because if you missed it, this is the craziness that was happening. Is this the collage one, the one with most of them, or this is the first one, the compilation? I said collage, compilation.
So it's compilation.
So this
okay.
is get a little,
Yeah.
and I'll walk you through the context of what you're looking at because it's not very clear if you wasn't there. But what I'm looking at now, if it plays from here, this is the second time this group of nut jobs showed up on campus, and they hit this lady in the head, the one that's right here. We got
Hit her in the
hit
head?
her in the back of the head in
Wow.
front of the cops, and then you're gonna see me walk over to the cops and be like, "Bro, they just hit her in the head, and y'all not gonna do anything."
Yeah.
And then I had to step up
Liberal
because
law
the women were
enforcement.
there, and I didn't know if
They're
they were
liberals that
trying
can be
to beat the
violent.
women up and do stuff.
You know what I'm
to them.
saying?
We'll
Yeah,
see. Roll the
yeah.
clip.
That's freaking ridiculous.
I'm telling you.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I would do the same thing as Officer
Yeah,
Tatum. Like,
me
get
too,
back.
man.
Like, don't.
Get in there. Get in there.
Wow. Yeah.
This is the second time they came to campus. And they watched them walk up after they had already done what you finna see in a minute. And then they did all this, hit that lady in the head, and they don't pursue not one of these people.
God.
They don't go
it's-
after the weakest one.
Screw
They
California.
don't even give commands or not. They did
I-
absolutely
hold
nothing.
on a second. Like,
Yeah. I get you.
I couldn't imagine living in a place right now
Yeah.
where you get attacked and the cops ain't going to do nothing. I'm like Officer Tatum. I support the cops. I love the cops. I love law enforcement. I was a cop in the military. You know, granted, like anything, you're going to have those few bad apples or whatever.
Yeah.
But to live in a place where the cops are directed not to do nothing,
That's crazy. They said that they can't touch them or something. They can't do anything.
yeah, it's like they got immunity.
Yeah, that's crazy. I
Cali-
don't understand that.
California, what are you doing?
What are you guys thinking? I mean, at the same time, that's your job. You're supposed to be able to, to protect these people. What are you thinking? This is
It's
crazy.
so ridiculous. Like I can't get over the fact that they allow a mob to attack a smaller group of people, and they
Yeah.
can't do nothing. It's just like that video we saw. The cop was saying, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's an illegal criminal, but we can't arrest him."
Right.
That was in California. Lawlessness.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That is
Like
so crazy.
California, what are you doing, man? So ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Roll the clip. They just walking. They let them take all of our property.
What? Well, they
Wait a minute. I
all
didn't
their
see that.
property?
I didn't see that
No, they're
part.
carrying. Yeah, look, they're carrying it all
Oh,
away.
wow. They did.
They let
They
them
did that, man.
steal his stuff.
Yes. And they allowed it to happen.
California, I'm hating you
Wow.
more and more, and that's sad because I'm from California.
And I was raised in California. That is crazy.
This is what they did before I got there. I literally was on the phone with the Turning Point guy, and I said, "Hey man, where y'all at on campus? Because we can't drive up. I'm gonna just have to get out and walk." And he like, "Hey, the protesters, they're attacking us." And he hung up in my face. I'm like, "That's weird." I guess the protest's finna be good today. I didn't realize they did all this. Roll the clip.
What?
Wow. Okay, see, why is that okay for them to do that?
Wow.
I don't understand.
And you know what's sad? Hold on a second. This is crazy.
Get the cops.
Yeah, get the cops. Okay, hold
Cops
on.
aren't gonna do anything.
Pause it. What's sad is, what's sad is, imagine you have a concealed carry.
Yeah.
And you have a group of mobsters like this attack you. Now, in every right by the law, you should be able to self-defend. You have self-defense. This stuff ain't going to change until someone pops somebody for real.
Yeah.
Would hate to see it come to that, but I mean, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah, that's so true.
I'm surprised. Well, then it's California. He probably couldn't even have a gun. You know what I mean? Which, politicians and the government want to de-arm people, so you can't defend yourself against this crap.
Yeah.
Officer Tatum, man. Oh, man. This is crazy.
Look at them.
They are like going
Gosh.
crazy.
Look, throwing stuff at people.
Yeah, I see that. They are throwing stuff at people.
I've come to the realization Antifa are a bunch of kids who are bored that just want to feel like they're doing something.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They just want to feel like they're a part of a movement or something.
Look what are they doing to that man? All right, hold on. Pause it. Because y'all finna see me in action again. First of all, just so y'all know, these were the weakest. I can smell the soy powder on these fools.
Yeah.
Incel, non-binaries. The weakest people on earth. Honest to God truth, if they had decided to become physical, I could have knocked out 6 of them easy. One by one. But they weren't throwing punches at me. So I'm just pushing them out of the way. Get out of the way. Get away from us. Because they came in there and they destroyed property and they stole all our stuff. So here's another view of me where I'm talking to the cop. I said, they just punched the girl in the face. Are y'all going to do anything? And as you can see, the young lady started walking back towards the crowd. So I walked with her. Off camera, I tried to push them away from our stuff because they were going to steal it all. And 4 of them fell down like little cowards. And then the one non-binary, trinary, or whatever it is,
Trinary.
with the bike was talking
heard that term
crazy
before.
and being threatening. And I just had to, let them know that soul will come out of you. You mess around with the wrong people. Roll the clip. See, that's when I hit the whole crowd of them.
Oh,
And then
that's, someone's
that
getting
little one was
bullets in them.
talking
I'm
crazy.
sorry. Like, that's crazy.
Man, you better get your weight up, bro. Go back. Look at that part. Just go. You better get that. I put that T-force on. Man, you better get your weight up. Then they started trying to talk. Look, they just pointing a finger at me. Man, get back.
Whoa.
Oh, look, he just pushed him. It
Yeah,
looked like,
I saw that.
yeah, it's like, get back.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, that's
Look, she holding the back of her head.
Wow.
man, I can't believe they're doing that.
Look at him. Look at him scurrying back.
Yeah.
I could have took half of them easy.
Yeah, all at
They
once.
were all super weak and soft. Now, I'm not the person to condone violence, but I do condone defending yourself.
Yep.
And I do condone you defending other people. That police officer in me can't just die down when people are just assaulting people and stealing property. Some people say I was the only officer on duty that day. Now, let me say this. After all that, at first we were going to pick up shop and leave because I couldn't guarantee that the video guys wouldn't get attacked again. Now, I know I'm good, but I didn't know if they would get attacked. So then they put a bunch of cops around us, and we were able to continue the event, and the cops are not going to do nothing anyway.
I don't understand how the cops couldn't do nothing.
And then the weenies
Or
were
why they wouldn't.
afraid of the cops, and then the
I
other
don't
ones
know.
left the campus. But it was very, very disheartening to me that the next generation of people that got to work in America, which we all know they're going to end up creating universal income, and these nut jobs that have no education, that cannot have a disagreement with somebody without being violent and cussing and spitting and being crazy, they're going to be the ones getting universal income because they have no skill to do anything in the workforce. It was embarrassing and sad that most of the people that were surrounding us, I don't know how all the people on campus felt because they weren't there, but most of the people surrounding us couldn't even have a coherent conversation. I had one guy tell me that police officers kill 90,000 people a year. Do you know how insane that is? 90,000 a year.
They're stupid. They always make up stats in their mind.
Yeah,
if
they
they
do.
killed 90,000 people a year, I'd be upset.
Yeah, like I don't know where they get these stats from. It's like they just want to hate. It's like they want to figure out how they could be relevant.
Yeah, but they're not though.
They're
That's
not.
what they don't understand. They're looking too much for something that they're not. It's not even there. It's insane. I can't.
That's why
God.
you idiots that do crap like that wonder why people like myself fight for the Second Amendment to stay true for stuff like that. Y'all think, oh my gosh, I'm scared of guns. I've never seen a gun before. Oh my God, you guys just wanted to do sport hunting, blah, 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 blah. No, it's for crap like that. Mm-hmm. To protect ourselves from crazies like you. Like, you're crazy. If like, what? Antifa, anti-fascist. I guess that's what it stands for. Mm-hmm. Y'all are stupid.
You
To attack, like you outnumber this whole group and you want to go and destroy their property. Instead of just have a dialogue, why can't you just approach and talk?
right.
Why can't you talk?
Yeah. They don't know how to talk.
No,
That is the thing. They don't know how to talk. They're just with hatred that they no longer. It's no longer. It is no longer what they were actually, I think, originally trying to go in this for and being a left. I think now it just became hatred, and all they can do is do violence and scream and yell and hit people because it's a hatred.
Because, like you said,
It's no longer anything else but hatred.
they're scared of everything.
Yeah.
Fearful people will do crazy things.
Yeah, man.
Stop being scared of every freaking little thing because what you guys are saying is going to happen. It's not happening. You're the one who's imposing what you say supposedly that you're scared of happening.
And even then, you want your right to speak. They're always crying, "Oh, I want freedom of speech. I want to say what I want to say, do what I want to do, and then let the other people do the same way." What's the difference?
Yeah.
Stop.
But we want free speech. You guys are trying to take it away, but we're gonna be violent towards you. We're gonna destroy your property.
Yeah,
we're
that
gonna
is
burn your
not okay.
stuff.
That's not cool. Not okay.
Yeah, no, not okay. Off Tatum, man. I'm sorry that happened to you, bro.
Praying for you, man. And
we
you
pray
know what?
for you.
And you were brave to do that, for
And
one thing.
I commend you. You know,
Definitely.
I was like, I'm waiting for one of these times. Like you be packing, and I hope that doesn't happen. But these people ain't gonna stop until something happens.
Yeah.
Real talk. And I don't want that to happen to nobody because that's got to be an awful feeling if you have to go that route. But you know what? I would rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah. And you know what? We support you.
Yeah.
So
Keep doing your thing. You're getting a good word
doing
out
it,
there.
man.
And thank you for everything you do. We're big
Yeah.
fans of yours.
Huge.
And we wanted to do a reaction video off of your own story and what
Yeah.
you told us. But
So I'm
keep up
glad
the
you're
good work,
okay.
man. Yeah.
Thank God for that.
So on that note, thanks for tuning in. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Melissa.
Take care.
Stay safe.
And God bless.